have. I mean, sometimes some of them don't. But that depends on the data that we get out of the study or the observation. The other group, no exposure, some of them may have the disease and some of them may not have the disease. So that's the whole 2 by 2. You see now? So in the disease category, some of them were exposed, some of them were not exposed. In the no disease, some of them were exposed, some of them were not exposed. And then we add this. Is that clear, the 2 by 2? Very simple 2 by 2 table. But this is really extremely important. And you know why I call it 2 by 2. These are 2 and these are 2. Disease and no disease, 2. Exposure and no exposure, 2. So we put them together and then we'll have these 2. So what's A? A is number of people who got the disease and they have no mask. What is D? Is number of people who did not have the disease, but they were wearing masks. So you can interpret this A, B, C, and D from this 2 by 2 table. And then you can add them this way, they're A plus B, C plus D to the side, or add them in vertical way, A plus C, B plus D. And this is the total A, B plus C plus D. That's the total, grand total. Are we okay with that? Shall I proceed?
Yes, doctor.
Great, thank you. I need somebody I need some cheering, you know, please. Okay. Example. So now we can tell, I can tell whether I explained it well or not. Let's say we have a study of 1,000 persons. The investigator observed, in this study, the investigators, you guys, the physicians, observed who has been bitten by a flea. This is an example about being bitten by a flea and catching a disease called the plague. And you know that the plague is a very nasty disease. You can catch it by you know, if you get bitten by a flea. And who subsequently developed the disease. Okay, so the observation is people who are bitten by the flea or not bitten by the flea. So exposed versus no exposure. And also the other two, who got the disease, who did not get the disease. So you see the 2 by 2, got the disease, no disease, bitten by a flea, not, okay? So we have the 2 by 2 and we have the data. So 400 people, the red, this one in the A, 400 people, they were exposed, they were bitten by a flea and then got the disease. Compared to 300 persons who did not expose, but still got but they have no disease. So this is really the extreme. No exposure, no disease. That's what you expect. Exposure, disease. But what is this? This is no exposure and disease. That's what you did not expect. Wait a minute, no exposure and disease? This person was not bitten by no flea, nothing, but still got the disease, 100. The opposite is